What's up guys, I hope all of you are doing absolutely amazing. In this video I will talk about the biggest Reddit OFM mistakes I see a lot of people doing and that I also did myself. First of all, before I start with the video, I want to mention my free Telegram group. In this Telegram group we're just talking about Reddit, so it's basically a networking group, and also my free insights group where I'm sharing thoughts and anything else in regards to Reddit in there. Also sometimes when I have a few accounts left over or some shit, I will post it in there, so make sure to follow both accounts. And also another thing, if you're not already following this channel, hit the subscribe button, because if you're not, you're definitely one of those gay guys. So if you don't want to be gay, follow my account, and let's get now into the video. About me, I'm in the Reddit game now for almost 2 years, so I can definitely say confidently I know what I'm talking about. I'm making this shit like every fucking day for the last 2 years now. And of course, because of this, I already did multiple six figures just through Reddit traffic, and I only do Reddit traffic for all my models actually. And as you can see, here's like a little screenshot of the last 30 days of one of my models, just to prove to you guys that I'm actually doing shit and not just talking here. And yeah, let's get into the video with the mistakes that I want you to avoid from now on, that I did, and that you can just basically get more results faster. And yeah, so one of the big mistakes I made was expecting too high results. So we're all going through these videos, through the Telegram groups, and we're seeing those fucking high results from other people through Reddit. And what I can tell you from my personal experience, there's not a lot of people making actually this money which you think most of those guys do. There's so many factors that come into it. And I can tell you, for example, I run salary models, so I have way higher profit margins than other agencies. But most of the times, if you see six-figure results from other guys, they're not even doing like that big money with it, because let's say they have a 50-50 split with their model, they're getting 50%, so now we're at 50k, then they need to pay their chatters and other stuff 10% of it, and they're at 40k, and then they have a business partner, and now they're just making 20k profit a month with a 100k model. So just to put that in perspective for you, I'm not making here talking about expecting too high results in regards to the turnover itself, which is also important that you keep that in mind, but also in regards to the money made at the end of the day, because we're all seeing those high results, but at the end of the day, there's not that much money actually coming through. So make sure to make the maths properly here and to check if this is actually very profitable, what you're doing or not, and then also working on getting more profitable, because this is one of the mistakes I did in the past, always scaling when it comes to turnover, but not actually checking the fundamental things that are increasing or maybe lowering right now my actual profits. So make sure to check that and always be aware of those type of things to get proper employees, but also not for too high prices, for example, and to also get proper contracts with the models, because those are some fundamental things in order for you to make the most amount of money possible. Next thing, also in regards to expecting too high results, is that Reddit will not bring you 100k months with a model when you do organic. This is just not possible. There are ways to do it with Reddit to get to 100Ks, but this is like some fucked up shit. This is on the one side you can run Suicide, where it's the same thing. The guys who run Suicide, they may have like a turnover of 100k per month on their models, but they're also having like 30k in upload spendings every month. So you need to put it all of the times into perspective, check what are they actually doing before just following what a people or a person says, because most of the times, even if they can prove that they make some money, they mostly don't do that much money. So make sure to be aware of that, and those things that you always keep in mind to actually track. For example, how much profit are you making? Also the people who are saying some shit, how much profit they actually make. Next thing I want to talk about is not outsourcing properly in general. What do I mean with that? First of all, you can get employees, but what I noticed, if you just throw a task at them, they will do it not properly, and this is what this is all about. You need to set up those systems and structure perfectly first by yourself and then handing it to an employee, because most of the times, especially VAs, are not capable of putting in systems by themselves properly, and they will, like at the end of the day, will set something up if you even give them this task, which is very, very not working very good, and where you will also pay too much because it's taking too much time. So this is something I learned to set up. For example, what I like to do is when I'm creating a new task for a VA, I always do it myself to first of all understand the task. The next thing is I do a Loom video and I film what I'm doing here and then sending it to the VA. But the next step is also, because often VAs do bullshit. And at this point I noticed, okay, if I'm just sending this video to the VA, I don't have like something out of it if there's another VA coming, because we all know we have so many VAs, so many chats, we're gonna lose this Loom video. So what I used to do, or what I'm doing, is I put those videos into a Loom folder where I can basically just send always out the link to the specific type of new employee which is coming in. For example, if we have a new Reddit karma farmer, I have an entire course already set up in the Loom folder which I can just send out, and then I don't need to do anything double or 2 times, need to search for the video which I already sent out. And this is really, really helping me a lot. And this is also one of the points where I can outsource properly then, because I will always have the proper structure and I will always be able to send them the correct videos, and I will never be in the position where I need to do the video again. It's the same thing with missing out on structure and systems, especially when it comes to scaling. We can all run 3 to 4 accounts without structure. This is not a problem. But if you really want to make money with Reddit, you need a lot of accounts and you need to scale the shit out of this platform. And for example, I have right now 3 karma farmers, I have 2 posters, and 1 person who is scheduling the content. They all work at the end of the day together. Of course, the karma farmers are like responsible for the accounts, they provide them. Then we have also 1 person who is setting up the account, and then we have someone who's scheduling the content in a Excel sheet, and then we have the poster who's accessing the Excel sheet and then downloading the picture and copying the caption which the scheduler wrote. And this is all, I will not like leak this sheet in here, because I think you can do this by yourself. You can just imagine, okay, you have a row with the date and you have a row next to it with the link and then one with the caption. But then you also need like a row where it's like the subreddit rules written down, so the scheduler is not doing any bullshit. And yeah, you always need to set this up properly up front before any VA can take this task over. And yeah, it will work that you will schedule maybe the content and post it for 3 to 4 accounts, but we all know our time is worth a lot, so we will give this task away sooner or later. So there's no option than having proper systems in place. So start doing this right away when you start with Reddit, instead of doing it only when you're like the house is burning and you need to throw tasks at VAs because you cannot handle that by yourself anymore. And also what I noticed is that the moment I start doing the shit myself and not giving it to someone else, I will definitely limit my time. So I cannot work on new projects. I cannot work on getting new methods on how to generate traffic with Reddit. And this is just some shit that I noticed. Get the right systems into place here to have those VAs posting on it. For me, it's just, okay, I'll tell my VA, set up a new account for this and this model. Then he's doing that. He's setting up and get all my links. He's setting up this and this, and I have their proper checklists for that. And then I have the VA who is, I'm telling, hey, bro, please schedule for this account. And then I have the VA I need to tell, hey, start posting on this account. And that's it. And this is all automated. I have nothing to do with this anymore. And this is all done by my VAs because I learned them in properly and not doing some bullshit here. And also having the right structure and systems in place that they know how to do it and where to do it. And this is just all working pretty well. But this is also the reason why I am able to scale to such high amounts I am posting on. For example, in one strategy, we're planning now on posting 60 accounts per model. So we're able to legitimately go there to 6 figures per model. And this is the shit I'm talking about. If you really want to make high amounts of money with Reddit, you need a lot of systems. And this is also not realizing the potential. There's so much potential. For example, I will also not leak this in here, but there's subreddits, like I hear people complain about their models not doing content properly and shit. I have literally subreddits where I can generate traffic by just writing text. Those are called, okay, I will leak it in here now. They are called R4R. So Redditor for Redditor. And they searching for hookup shit, and you can just write in a text there and say, I'm looking for this and this, and they will go into your profile and then onto your OnlyFans. Of course they want to meet up, but at the end of the day, subscriber is a subscriber, and the subscriber can pay. So this is the way. You have so many methods in here to make actually money with it. You just need to find them and realize how much is possible there. And once you've done that, you will print with Reddit. I can assure you that. I hope you enjoyed my 10-minute talk now. I was just putting in all the information I had, which I want you to avoid from now on. And yeah, just to sum it up again, expecting too high results. I explained that excessively. Not outsourcing properly, missing out on structures and systems, and not realizing the potential of Reddit. I think those things are very, very important. And yeah, to end the video, make sure to join my Telegram groups. I will link them in the description, and also to check out my YouTube channel and to follow it so you're not gay, as I already said. Have a nice day, and bye-bye.